This time round I'm concentrating on what I would describe as probably my specialism within car detailing. That's classic car detailing. Now with the classics, the cleansing process is important, so you'll see on this I've taken the wheels off, I'll clean the arches out, everything gets flushed out. Although these arches are going to get repainted in winter, it's still important to do so, and same with the wheels. They've come off, they're getting cleansed, but they're actually coming off the car and staying off the car, and the classic style Alfa Romeo steel wheels went back on it. As with any car, the wash process is pretty much the same for me on this. Fabric roof got a deep clean, and the one thing to remember is with the classic cars, when you can take them apart, you do. So you will see me take the headlight shields off, and later on I'll take many more parts off the car. But like I say, classics is really sort of where I've spent a lot of time and where I really enjoy car detailing, because I think you can detail these in a different way that you detail a standard car. And by that I mean taking it apart. It's nuts and bolts. Real different level of car. Listen, I've been fortunate to work on some of the most silly supercars in the world and daily cars as well. But there's something about detailing a classic, and when it's red, it's going to be about the paint correction. Wait until you see the befores, the durings and afters on that one. Well worth it. Swell City. That there is a zoomed in version of what you've just seen. This is a vibrant, rich red Italian paint job, and it's marred, hazed, swelled out, and it looks pinky grey, and it's awful. That's under a specialist light. Now if we look at under a standard light, it still just looks flat. This paint was being robbed of clarity and richness, and that's what I was here to do on this detail, restore that. Now like I was saying, classic cars, you can pull them apart. One screw, two screws, wing mirror comes off. Two brackets, rear badges comes off. This is the thing I love about classics. Performed a quick test spot on the right hand side of the tailgate there, and it was a winner. In regards to what was I using, because a lot of people keep that a secret on YouTube and don't want people to see what they're using, I have no qualms about that. I have two main products that I use for compounding a car on a reliable basis. That is Koch Chemi H9, which is their red labelled cutting compound. That will do 95% of cutting jobs for me, unless I'm working on really heavy sanding on really hard paint. That's combined with a microfibre cutting pad. Now I use that in three sizes. I have 1 inch ones that I custom cut down. I have 3 inch, and I have a 5 inch. I use two machines. That's a Rupes 21 with a 5 inch backing plate and the Flex PXE AT, and that does all of my cutting. And like I say, for this classic, the cutting and the finishing were like the most important thing. Truly was. And so on the right hand side we got the before. The swelled out, you can see there's no clarity around the light, it's very sort of distorted and blown out. And then as we move over into the left side, we've got clarity again. Now this was after about 2 cuts. So when I say 2 cuts, machine it, buff it off, check it, machine it again. There was a couple of little scabs and scars in the front end here I didn't like, so I went back and hit it again. But this is before it's even been refined. Now you can tell that because there's still that orangey pink hue to the colour. When you're refined down, that deep rich red comes through. Now I said I used 2 main products. The second, along with a Koch Chemi, is Meguiar's M205. Been around for over 10 years and still, along with Sonak's Perfect Finish, I think the 2 best finishing polishes on the planet. And again, 99.9% of the times does the job with a Roops yellow pad. Refining, one of the most pleasurable parts about machine polishing. Look at the colour, the depth and the clarity of that paintwork again. Here we've got the before, all the old crusty polish, and the after. Now when you put the badge back on it, it's gonna pop, I tell you. Now, like I say, the classics allow you to do some weird and wonderful things, and on this one, the fabric was in great condition after I cleaned it with a Built Hamber Surfex. Product will be listed down below if you want to see everything that I've used. However, there was a little bit of sort of staining to the rear screen where it had been left down against the rear seats. You can see the ribs in it. That's the tuck and roll of the rear seats. Now what I decided to do was take a microfiber cutting disc and again some Koch Chemi H9 and went after it, and I'll be honest with you, the results were pretty great. Now to seal and protect it, Polish Angel Master Sealant, and of course Swiss Wax Best to Show. There is no need to coat this car. This car comes out on a lovely Sunday and the owner cruises around town, and trust me, it's his pride and joy, and I love seeing it. So the durability of coating is just not necessary, but actually the deep luster of the sealant is what it's about. And again, what it's about is the small details, such as dressing the tyres. The roof was covered with I1 by G-Technic. The exhaust was polished. All of the little things that add up on a car that make it detailed as opposed to, oh, it was just polished. It's all of the small jobs that here looked really quick. Realistically, took half a day. You just find a little job, sort it out, find the next little job, sort it out. Those are those little 5% jobs that I've always talked about that transform the look of the car. And with the classics, it's so much more easy because you can pull the car apart. I've had it in the past where we've taken chrome bumpers off the cars, we've taken engine components apart, sat them in a bowl of hot soapy water, sat there with a toothbrush detailing them out. But it's what stands apart compared to when you park it next to the next one at a local car show. Stick a new badge on the back, look at that, clean. Inside the light lenses were cleaned, new light housings went on. All of these little things that just, I'm telling you, made this car look great, and the owner was so happy, can't describe it to you. In terms of the interior, loads of plastic and vinyl, so just a good interior cleaner, some steam. I think I was listening to a podcast here, and just went at it and enjoyed myself. And there you have years and years of grime, and that was just through rinsing the microfibers out from the interior. What didn't look dirty turns out it was pretty grim in the end. And of course, as always, you know the score. The detail was finished off with glass cleaning, the finishing touch to any detail in my eyes. And like I say, it was all done. Deep clean, machine polished, corrected, sealed, waxed, all of the little details were taken care of. Owner had given me bucket loads of new parts, fitted them all up for him, loads of new chrome, grille, badges, wing mirrors, all of these little things that left a truly stunning result. And when it was set outside the unit in the bright sunshine, the paintwork looked glorious. And like I say, the owner was super happy as well, which makes it all the worthwhile. I've got another long format detailing video to come of an Aston Martin, and then after that I'm going to throw in some product reviews, so stay tuned on the channel. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to share, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.